Greetings and salutations, everyone. The Battle of John Moses Browning 2 Electric Boogaloo style. Yeah, that's right. We're talking pretty high-end 1911 versus an enhanced Browning high power. Now, that Inglis stock went against a TSAS stock. Now we're doing this kind of really nice BERSA 1911. This BERSA 1911 made in Georgia versus the totally worked over Inglis by BH Spring Solutions, and the high power medic has their barrel in it, their slide stop, which is much better, by the way, their slide stop in it, as well as the SFS safety system. So I thought that would be cool to kind of redo with kind of a better 1911, the enhanced high power. So let's get going. This one should be a fun one. So let's say hypothetically you were in World War II or Korea War or Vietnam, something like that, or maybe, you know, British SAS, using this one a long time. Which of these would you prefer? Originally 1911, 7-round magazines, nowadays 8. Originally 13, nowadays 15. So let's start off. I'm not going to go for slow accuracy because I don't want to edit it. I just want to go kind of fast at 10 yards and see how I can do. Here we go. Oh, it helps if you rack the pistol. Dead in the streets. Dead in the streets. Okay, here we go. I bet that's all right. Let's go with the high power next. So, safety fast system, you push it forward, operates the same. Boom, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's check the hits. I think 1911 takes this one 1-2, really close to the red there. Here, 3-4, right there, touching. Not a bad group with the high power, but high, that might be my hold. I want to do some one-handed as well. Back in the day, these natural pointers were more a handgun than a hands-gun, thumb sword grip kind of thing. So let's check gentlemanly Jared AF. Is that what it's for, Jared? Jared AF? Let's do that style. I'm a gentleman. Okay, 7 yards now instead of 10. I'm not going for, you know, straight accuracy because I want to evaluate them as back in the day when these were your options, which one would you prefer? And now Browning did do the patents in like, I think 22, 23. And then, of course, Saeed pretty much finished it. This is a Mark III Inglis clone. So Mark III was actually done by Leon Hubert. Leon Hubert still works to this day at like 85 years old for BH Spring Solutions. Now that they've worked this over, plus I have a super rare FN pistol coming up soon, and that is actually the home side bed defense pistol in case someone breaks in of Leon Hubert. So that's awfully interesting. All right, let's go. That's weird. I almost feel like I dealt with 45 230 recoil better one-handed than the high power one-handed. With 115, it's putt stuff too, because I'm doing Blazer Brass right now. In the other video, I did hot 124 stuff. Perhaps I should shoot like a gentleman more often, because the 1911 dead center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. The high power, definitely pulling left. Again, the original video, I think that's because my thumb pressure on the left side. In the first video I did, once it was enhanced, with the thumb pressure of my support hand counteracted that, and I was shooting it straight. So one-handed, I'm kind of rudder controlling the high power a bit, but the 1911, dead on. So far, 1911's maybe taking it. Now, obviously, these are modern iterations with modern sights. This has a front night sight on it. Pretty nice. This has a green fiber optic. Pretty nice. Boy, this BERSA makes them in Georgia. I just got off the phone with them literally between range sessions. This thing's really nice. For front checkering, 25 LPI, all the good stuff you would want on it. VZ grips, front night sight. But let's say I'm in World War II, III in a trench or something, and I'm gonna shoot, point, I'm looking around, and you know, I gotta see a bad guy coming at me. Let's try it again. I don't know if I'm hitting high, low, or what are this at 4 yards. Maybe I do one of these. Hey, shoot over here. I'm gonna base on my knee because I think that would be better if I'm in the mud and the grub and I only had one hand and I'm slipping. There's rapscallions trying to get me. I don't know if I'm low, high, or what. 3 yards is pretty easy. 4 yards, maybe not. Well, it's only a little bit low. Look at how many are right here. That's pretty darn good. That is the inner scoring zone bottle. One there, one there, one there. Kind of dead center would be on his spine above his ding ding. Still pretty good. Just a little bit low there with the 1911. Let's try the high power now. And on this target, these were from a previous, and one down there, these were from the previous video on the excellent BERSA 1911. So I'm going to paste up the 1911 with black. All right, trench warfare, bloody, concussed, high power turn. Shut off one of the pasties of the 1911. How about that? Let's check the hits. All right, interesting result. I got 4 in the inner X10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe a line break. 1 outside, 1 low like the others, but maybe a slight edge to the high power, maybe because it went second. I don't know. Both would probably serve you well. Now, if you were limited to FMJ, maybe you only need 2 with the lower capacity 1911, whether it was a 7 or now an 8-round magazine, versus 3 FMJs with a 9mm, or let's call them HSTs, probably the same thing. 2 here, upper thoracic anyway with HSTs might do it, where 3 or more with 9mm. Let me know what you guys think down below. All right, guys, don't make fun of my shooting because I'm trying old school techniques, okay? World War II style techniques. I got a guy 7 yards. I got a bottle at 15. These were kind of meant as hand guns, not hands guns, okay? And now I do like the BH Spring Solutions. Slide stop better, and I'm not getting mouse teeter-tottering, pushing down it up like I was, so I'm doing side pressure, but that ain't what I'm doing now, because I'm doing World War II style techniques. And I got 13 and 8, so 7 plus 1, and 13 total. I guess I could do 14 total. I'm going to try to see if it runs with this SMB. Inglis is a good base model, and then send it off to BH Spring Solutions. Inglis is pretty good, but the extractor's kind of loose. I got it back with kind of a tight extractor. It ran the CCI Blazer just fine. I'm curious if it runs a hotter SMB 115, I believe. Yeah, 115 right now. So I'm going to do it kind of World War II style. Whoa, I need to lower this a little bit. Here we go. And bowling ball, Fairbairn psych style up. Okay. Up, but I got more, right? Because you need it. 9mm FMJ absolutely sucks. It just zips through. 45 ball, as long as you get them kind of center line, is somewhat effective. Use hollow points nowadays. It's like 6 times more effective. But here we go. Okay, let's go more. Let's see how I did. You know what? I think we'll be able to tell the difference. I think they would too, hopefully. Okay, let's go with the 1911 now. I have no idea what shooting one-handed at 15 yards is like, so don't make fun of me. Let's check the hits. All right, best I can tell, let's check the hits. Pretty good. I really wasn't too much using sights, just reference point shooting. Look at my two other main newer point shooting videos, please. 45, 45, 45, maybe 45. 999, all good hits there. 99 Nazi Luger, there, all good here, and one bad 9mm shot down there. But all inner bottle, actually. And this is 7 yards. Oh no, one up there. One kind of bad high left 9mm hit out of all those 9 hits, and the 45 hits were very good too. So do you want to shoot them more with 9mm, or do you want them to go down with 45? Let's check the other target at 15 yards. And these are certainly not techniques I normally practice. Overall, natural pointers, 1911 and high powers, natural pointers. I think we kind of forget that in modern guns. They were designed that way for a reason, because that's more likely what you're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, all good hits with the 1911 gentlemanly style. Really don't do that. 1, 2, 3, and 1 miss with the high power. Interesting stuff. Well, I think that was fun and shows how great both pistols are, considering the techniques I was using. Maybe that validates the technique, since I certainly haven't practiced kind of like that. Okay, so that was fun. Let's treat them now to finish up as modern defensive tools. And now's a good time for me to ask you, please always like and comment. It really helps 2A channels. You know we need it. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that. Also, support me. Get Combatives in Street Jiu-Jitsu, my instructional on BJJ Fanatics, called Combatives in Street Jiu-Jitsu. It's 4.5 hours long. I am a martial arts subject matter expert. My earlier life, professional MMA, bouncing, all that. I teach all of that, everything you need, as well as awareness, keeping your concealed carry in mind, keeping their hands might grab weapons, multiple attackers, and all that. I got 7 yards and 15 yards. Let's go with the 1911. First, let me show you. First, this BERSA is wonderful. Now made in America, in Georgia, BERSA 1911. Front checkering, VZ grips, night vision, night sight, all come on it. Super accurate. This thing is great. Look into it. They are about to launch commanders very, very soon, and probably lightweight commanders, since I just got off the phone with them. So hopefully maybe I'll even get that in the future. And I've done other BERSA firearms, TPR-9, TPR-9C, Thunder Plus. Hopefully they're going to send me Thunder 32 when it comes into stock, and all that. Okay, so let's go on the, I'm just using an old phone with splits right now. Timer, I got 9 rounds. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do. All right, let's check the time before we check the hits. Slow for me today. Oh well, 174 to first hit. 28 split, 24 split. Slow splits at 15 yards. And then 22 and a headshot, 9 shots in 6.5 seconds. They go fast. They go fast. And I'd be going faster if they were closer, bad guys more likely. But 7 and 15, analyze defensive gun use, legal defensive gun use. And let's just look at this first guy at 7 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, all good. Center mass, upper thoracic hits. One just a tiny bit below, but pretty center good too, I think. And the headshot. T-box. I think that guy was handled. And then at 15 yards, 1, 2, 3. Now they're all in the circle, but I wish they were all in the inner circle. But not bad at a rapid pace, 6.5 for 9 shots. Let's see how the high power does. All right, next up with the P35 Inglis, reworked over by BH Spring Solutions and the high power medic safety fast system. So you push this forward, but when you deactivate the safety, it's the same manual arms there, but to reholster, you just push the hammer forward. And that also makes it so, like in a gun grab, it's really much safer. Look at my tabletop video really explaining the SFS system that I believe Leon Hubert designed as well for FN, and they only put it in like 100 pistols. And then Browning didn't really do what Browning said FN and the whole thing, I believe. And it has lock grips on it. They're thinner. They're excellent. You might want to, and even if you ever have any failures because you bump up, you have big hands and you bump up with a modern thumbs forward grip, the slide stop, go ahead and get their enhanced slide stop. All right. So I loaded up a certain number of rounds in this. Keep in mind, old days, 13+1, now 15+1. I would run it with a modern McGar magazine. This does not have the McGar magazine in it right now, but I ran my hollows through it before. So here we're going to go, and then I'll explain why in a minute. Keep in mind the distances, 7 and 15. Doesn't like this SMB ammo as much. All right, so, well, a nice double tap and then a beat, and then there, I'm going to try to run it again. It might not like the SMB yet. The extractor claw might be a little too tight, not worn down yet on this. And the reason for that is Euro brass, the quality control, and actually the brass measurement is maybe a little bit bigger than typical American brass. So something to keep in mind if we... Super weird. Okay, I was still in battery. I don't think I got extraction. Actually, that was a first light primer strike I've ever had in this pistol. With the SMB. Now, SMB might have harder primers. I don't know if that's exactly centered where it needs to be. Try one more time and then switch out to the CCI ammo. I'm gonna put this one as a headshot to try and restrike it. Okay, so on restrike, you know, on another part of the primer, it was okay. I'm just gonna try again. Might be empty. Yeah, that was empty. Let's see, I did a fast 5 on one guy. Okay, so a fast 5 on the first guy. 148, that's good for a shot. 24 split, 22 split, 22 split, 22 split. Pretty good if the hits are decent. Millimeters not as big as 45. HST's pretty dang awesome. You want HST or punch to make as much expansion. The bigger the wound, the more likely to hit a vital structure and all that thing. But especially if you were limited, FMJ 9mm sucks. 45 is okay. 62% more in real world seem to be effective instead of just zipping through on cows back in those days. Targets online. Dan the Wolfman there for your target's needs. So everyone, I hope you had fun. Which one would you rather have? Either, say you were in the trenches of World War II, a 1911, this really, really nice BERSA 1911. Look at my standalone video with that, unboxing and history of various BERSA firearms. Or this worked over Inglis high power, as you see, has the safety fast system. And now everything's locked. And so even if a bad guy grabs your gun, he's not going to know what to do with it. He's going to go, oh, dead trigger, and try to run the slide and all that until he takes the safety off. So let me know which you guys prefer, the high power or the 1911. Please always thumbs up, share, subscribe, get down there in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks, everybody.